new construction under $500,000. That's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at 3 communities in Lee's Summit, all new construction, all under $500,000. Now you're going to want to stick around because each of these communities is extremely different from one another. All 3 might appeal to everyone, but in all probability, they'll appeal to maybe 1 or 2 types of folks. People looking for who might be downsizing, want a more relaxed lifestyle, someone who looking to purchase their new single-family detached home, who wants a little yard to put around with and watch the kids play, or someone who's looking for more of a, say, truly carefree lifestyle, such as a young professional. So, you're going to want to stick around because we're going to save the best for last. And oh, by the way, if you are thinking about making a move to the Kansas City area and you want to know everything there is about living in Kansas City, well, then subscribe to the channel. Simply click on the bell below so you'll be the first to receive information about the changes that are taking place in the Kansas City real estate market. My name is Chris Pucci with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and we get calls from folks just like you every day. So listen, if you're thinking about moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months for that matter, feel free to reach out. You can contact me via text, email, phone, or if you like, schedule a Zoom call. All the information is below, and look, there's nothing we'd like more than to help you make that smooth move to Kansas City. So with that being said, we're going to get in the car and we're going to head to our first neighborhood, and we're going to talk about houses under $500,000. Stop number 1, we are at the new village of Longview. Each community is going to have a different feel and it's going to appeal to a different person. Now, this would be ideal for somebody who's looking for that urban kind of setting where you have walkability. Now you've got these row style houses on one side of the complex. On the other side, you have brownstones. So this is sort of ideal for somebody who is a single young professional who kind of wants somewhat of a carefree life. They don't have to worry about maintenance. At the same token, if you're downsizing, you might like this as well if you're looking again for that walkability. So what do we got? A 1,479 square foot unit. The HOA dues are $420 a month, and for that you get a resort style pool, maintenance free, don't have to worry about yard work. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So let's go in and check it out. So what do we got? Well, we've got a nice open floor plan. Now, the first floor and the second floor, 750 square feet. And you can see it's an open floor plan. You've got a dedicated dining area over here. This would be considered the dedicated living area. And then we have a nice open kitchen, quartz countertops, gas stove, which I really like. I think that's pretty nice for this price point. Nice big island in the middle of the kitchen. More counter space. And off the kitchen, we have the half bath. Now, in addition to that, we have a little pantry area with a pocket door, which is pretty nice. And then in the back, you have a small little patch of entertainment area. You've got your AstroTurf grass, so you don't have to worry about fertilizing, watering, or cutting. Got plenty of place for table and a couple of chairs to enjoy the afternoon or the morning, depending on your preference. So now let's go take a quick look upstairs and see what the second floor has to offer. So whereas the first floor was hardwood, the second floor is all carpeted. So let's check out both the master bedroom. So you got a nice little bay area, so you got plenty of light. A quasi walk-in closet with a window. Over here looks like we have a second closet. Yeah, another small closet with a nice little window. And then we have really a nice bathroom. You got this long, again, quartz countertop, double vanity, really nice shower. You've got 2 shower heads. And then behind me, we have the bathroom. So let's go check out the rest of the house. So there is our utility room, so it's conveniently located on the second floor. And this over here is our second bedroom. Got plenty of light. Got a respectable size walk-in closet. And then we have a really nice second full bathroom with the tub. and plenty of cabinets and storage area. All these units come with a basement. So here in the Midwest, basements are very kind of almost have to have them just because we're in the area where we do get tornadoes during the spring. So let's go downstairs and see what possibilities that the basement has to offer. So what do we got? So we've got an unfinished basement. It's got a lot of possibilities. It is stubbed for a bathroom. You've got access out from here, so you could either potentially put a bedroom down here. 10-foot ceiling, so it gives it a lot of height. So even though you're in the basement, you're not going to feel like, quote, you're in the basement. So if you added this to the current square footage of 1,479 square feet, you're probably talking now about a 2,200 square foot home. So with that being said, let's go back upstairs. If you're someone who's downsizing, is looking for, again, for that urban feel in the middle of suburbia, or you're a young professional who really wants kind of that carefree life, but wants their own home so they can allow themselves to build up equity and appreciation, this would be a very viable option. All the maintenance and the landscaping is taken care of. Same with the trash, things of that nature. And you have a resort style pool. Within walking distance of this particular neighborhood, I call the Shops of Longview. It's a nice little eclectic mix of mostly local retailers. You're within walking distance of the B&B Theater, so you can catch a movie without having to even get in your car. And there's also a CVS drugstore that's close by as well. So what we're going to do now is we are now going to go check out our second of the 3 different communities. It's completely different than this, so stick around and let's go check it out. Now this is our second stop of the 3 neighborhoods that we're going to check out. Now this is more of your traditional suburban neighborhood. So if you're someone who is either looking to downsize or you want to try to buy your first home and you want a little bit of yard so you can putter in the yard and have a garden, well, this will be the place you're going to want to settle down in. Now, this is called the Manor of Stoney Creek. It's part of a larger neighborhood called Stoney Creek. Amenities include walking trails, 3 pools, social activities, as well as playground. The HOA dues are $640 annually. So with that being said, let's go check this house out and see what it has to offer for $489,950. We got a reverse 1.5 story. This is a very common floor plan that we see here in the Kansas City Metro. But what I do like about it, I like the way that they have chosen the different colors. For instance, you've got these wide plank, light colored wooden floors. And off to my right, we've got the first of the 3 bedrooms. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. It contains 2,189 square feet. So bedroom number 1, or obviously it could also be used as an office. It's nice, it's bright and cheery. You got 2 big windows, lets a lot of light in. You've got a nice closet. And off of this room, we have a full bathroom, engineered countertops. I like the color of the tile. I think it's different. You don't see it everywhere. And then you can, from here, you've got the first floor utility room. And this will then transition into the master's closet. Plenty of storage space. From here, we'll transition into the master bath. Again, you got double vanity, plenty of storage and cupboards. Good size shower, tiled walls, pan showers with pan, master bedroom. I like the triple windows. It's really spacious. You've got room for a chair, a little side table, as well as a dresser. The ceiling fan is remote control. So while you're sitting in your bed, you can turn it on or off with the use of this handy device. Off of the master bedrooms, linen closet. So the main living area, you've got a dedicated living area. I like this fireplace. It's horizontal, it's supposed to be vertical. So a place where you can hook up your big screen TV if you so decide to do that. You've got dedicated dining area. And off the dining room, you've got this nice, good sized deck, engineered flooring, which will last a lifetime. And you also have a small yard, so you've got a place for the kids to play. The kitchen, I like the kitchen. I like the way that they blended the countertop in with the stove. So it makes it look a lot larger than you've got at night. You got a large island, which you can pull up to off the kitchen. Really like this. You've got this horizontal window that's a lot of light into the pantry area. Obviously that's the refrigerator. And then off the kitchen we have sort of a hall closet, if you will. And then access to the garage. So let's go downstairs and see how they finished off the basement. Ample size family room, ideal. You've got plenty of area for conversational area or viewing the television. You've got room for a table where you can have a game night or put together a jigsaw puzzle with the family. Over off to my right, full bathroom, and our third bedroom, good size. And we have a ample size walk-in closet. In terms of storage space, you've got plenty of storage space. You've got a multi-purpose closet, which is a good utilization of space. In here, you've got the HVAC, hot water, which could also be used as your safe room during the tornado season. So once again, you've got a 2,189 square foot home. This, honestly, I think for someone who's downsizing or someone who's looking to get a home, their first time home, have a small family, this would work very, very well. And again, you're in the Lee Summit School District, which is given an A rating from Niche.com. In addition to that, the R7 School District in Lee Summit is considered the 5th best school district in all the state of Missouri. So you got a strong school system that you feed into, which makes it ideal for young families. So with that being said, we are now going to head off to our third and last home. All three of these communities that we're going to look at, again, each being quite different. Now, this one would appeal to maybe someone downsized or a young family. You're close to downtown Lee Summit. And downtown Lee Summit from here is only maybe about 5-10 minutes at the very most. They have, in my opinion, the most charming downtown of any downtown here in the Kansas City metropolitan area. So there's a lot of perks to living in Lee Summit. In addition to the downtown area, you have access to a number of public lakes, 3 that are very close here, Lake Jacomo, Blue Springs Lake, and Longview Lake. So if you're somebody who lives a very active lifestyle, you just have access to so many different types of activities. It makes this a great place to live for those people who are into their outdoor events. So let's go check out that third community. We're standing in front of the last of the 3 houses that we're touring today, and we are in the Chapel Ridge of Lakewood. Now, Lakewood is perhaps Lee Summit's most prestigious neighborhood. There's over 2,000 homes that make up Lakewood, and this is one of their newest additions to the community. So once again, this particular unit is part of a duplex or a triplex. So if you're someone who is really looking to downsize and really looking for more of a relaxed, shall we say, lifestyle, but with access to all kinds of amenities, well, then this is the place. They take care of all the yard maintenance, the trimming, the mowing, and if it snows, they'll come out and shovel the snow. But one of the great things about this particular community is the amenities. It is just incredible what you have. You have 2 lakes that total 365 acres of water surface. You have 2 marinas. You have a swim beach. You actually can also rent pontoons. If you play golf, you've got a 71-hole championship golf course. There are 3 pools. There's an aquatic center. You have 7 tennis courts. You have a number of playgrounds scattered throughout. And then you have a clubhouse as well. And if you're into different types of clubs, like the garden club or the gourmet club, they have more clubs than you can shake a stick at. So if this is your kind of idea of retirement, this would be the ideal community. Or conversely, if you're a young professional and you like to be active, but you don't want to have to hassle with all the yard work, once again, a great opportunity. So We're going to check this particular unit out right now. It is listed for $499,000. It has 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,266 square feet, and I think you're going to be impressed by what this unit has to offer. We've got the open floor plan, reverse 1.5 story, but what really makes this unit different than the other two that we've seen is, one, look at the ceilings. They are at least 10, 12-foot ceilings. They soar and they just make the whole unit feel so much bigger. Now, off to my left, we've got a full bathroom, which services the first of the 3 bedrooms. Got a nice cathedral ceiling fan, 2 big windows, ample size closet, bathroom, tile floor, man-made countertop, tile surround. I love the fireplace. I love the stonework. It goes all the way to the ceiling. Your dedicated living area, which is adjacent to the open kitchen. And you got places where you can pull up to the large, massive island, kitchen island, burner gas range. Wonderful area over here. Additional counter space with the outlet, shelves, cabinets, and then you have the mudroom. Each with their own private cabinet for their coats and jackets and such. And then off to my right, we have a nice pantry with a automatic light that comes on and off. Now over here, we've got a dedicated area for eating, and off the eating area, great ample sized deck with engineered flooring. What you can really do with this to make this even better is you would screen this in. Add a ceiling fan, maybe even a mister, and you'll be able to sit out here all summer long in cool comfort and no mosquitoes. And this is good size, so you can actually get quite a bit of furniture out here, or certainly you could do a lot of entertaining out here. So now let's go back in and check out the master bedroom. Again, spacious bedroom, ceiling fan. I like this would-be screen porch right off the master bedroom. Let's check out the master bath. I like the colors they use. I like the tile floor, the stain of the wood, and I like the fact that they've got these cabinets on either side. Those will be very, very handy. Then you've got a nice size shower, double bench. You've got the built-in area for all of your shampoos and soaps and things of that nature. And I like the tile that they use. Long, skinny vertical tiles, nice glaze to them. Good sized master closet, full length mirror, plenty of places to hang clothes, and a hall closet, if you will, for extra coats and such. So let's go downstairs and check out how they finished down the lower level. Compared to the first 2 homes that we've toured, you can see this house has quite a bit more square footage, really good layout, and it's not much more than the other 2 that we looked at. Again, this one is just $499,000, just a few $1,000s more than the other 2. Here you've got plenty of room for entertaining, spending time with the family, 2 big windows that let a lot of light in, and we've got a second patio, if you will. This patio, you could literally sit out here in a raging rainstorm and not get wet. And you get a nice sized yard as well. So this is, in my opinion, based on what we've looked at in terms of what you can get under $500,000, I would put it as number 1 on the list for what it has to offer. I also like the deep windowsills. And here we've got a sump pump to keep us nice and dry. Over here, if I had to hazard a guess, your HVAC conveniently located all together and away from everything else. Now on this side of the floor, we've got bedroom number 3. Plenty of room for a bed and a dresser, a really large walk-in closet. We have the 3rd full bath right here. Again, nice countertops, tile shower, tile floor. And then in terms of storage space, this is huge. And the way this floor is laid out, if you wanted to, you could easily expand this and create more living area. What we have over here, we have some, call it universal multi-purpose storage area. Great place for putting all your Christmas decor. So let's go back upstairs. I think you'd have to agree that we did indeed save the best for last. Bigger home, I think great floor plan, and the amenities are second to none. So if you like boating, golfing, tennis, pickleball, just taking a stroll through the neighborhood, you have everything at your disposal. With that being said, we're about to wrap this up. We're gonna get back in the car and we're gonna go back to where we started. Okay, we're back where we started. So you've got a chance to see what you can buy for under $500,000 of new construction here in Lee's Summit, Missouri. So that all being said, if you have any questions or you want to learn more about these particular neighborhoods, why don't we set up a time to chat? Again, all my information is listed below, and you can get a hold of me by email, text, phone call, or better yet, set up a Zoom call. So if you would, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and one last thing. If you're like most people, you're going to need financing to help you purchase your next home. If that is the case, then I would be an invaluable resource, because not only am I a realtor, but I'm also a lender, have been for over 15 years. So I'd be able to help you navigate the process, answer any questions, and the feedback I get from my clients is they like the fact that there's just one point of contact. It makes the communication easier, it simplifies the whole process, and the overall experience is much better. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching the video, and until then, I look forward to showing you around the Kansas City Metro.